everybody. This is just a quick video on how to install your MV7 adapter and rail kit by magwell.ca, Magwell Industries. Now here's the adapter, just to give you a quick show of that, and this is the rail, low profile rail system. Alright, now the tools that you're going to require are just like a tapping hammer, number 3 metric Allen key, and a 2.5 Allen key. And what I'm using here is actually a 1/8 roll pin punch to remove the pins. Now you could also use your 2.5 Allen key as well to punch the roll pins out. Now the roll pins here, I'll show you on the marker, just to show you so everyone sees it, is the roll pins are here, over here, and just under the iron sight in the rear there. These are the pins that you have to punch out. Alright, so let's get started on here. I'll grab my roll pinch. Actually, let's take off, disassemble this thing first. Take the barrel out. This one here, I have a Lapco barrel on this one. Grab my number 3 Allen key. Remove the one that's on the shroud completely. Just back off the screws that are on the receiver, just so they're loose, floating. Jump to the other side. Back them up. Take off your shroud and put that aside as well. And now we're going to undo the iron sight in the rear. And then slide that off. Let's see, yeah, slide off the back. And now we're going to take our punch. Before we do the punch, we're going to use a little bit of lube oil. Now what I'm using here is actually the synthetic from Milsig. You can use any kind of lube, WD-40, any kind of thing like that. Just drop it in the roll pin holes, just to give it some lubrication. Punch, and just tap them out gently. This should come out fairly easy. Alright, roll pins are out. Now take off the top piece, just slides off. We'll do that. Just carefully remove it. Now what you want to do is clean up any kind of debris that's on the top of the receiver that was under the original rail, so we don't have anything there. I'm going to grab the Magwell Industries rail, this one here, the old low profile. Now the front and the back is a little bit different. The back has an angle to it right here and a little bit of a notch, if you can see that. Right? The front is completely flat. Okay, that's the front end. We're just going to slide this into the back, push it in, push it all down, make sure the holes line up nice. Get a little bit more oil, drop it in the holes again. And then we'll start inserting the roll pins. Just make sure the roll pins are straight up and down when you're inserting them. Make sure they're going in straight as well, not forcing them. And just tap until they're flush, until it's flush inside. check something here. Alright, we can slide on the iron sight through the back there. Be sure you're tapping these in straight. And there you have it, all flush. You got your rail on there and your iron sight. And I just select where you want to put it, and you put your screw there. Also, you could put your iron sight on first before you put the rail as well. That might be a little easier sometimes, because these are a little bit, when they first put them on, they're a little bit difficult to slide on because they're very tight. Now we're going to insert the adapter. Okay, the adapter has an up and down as well, top and bottom. The longer side being the top, shorter side of this rail system and rail system top is two different dimensions. Longer top, shorter bottom. Alright, insert that in there. Grab your 5mm. Just kind of leave it loose. Loose so it's floating around a little bit. And what you're going to do is actually force the adapter towards the receiver to make sure there's no gap in between the adapter and receiver. Okay, first you're going to tighten up the screws that are on the adapter, right? Then make sure your rail's lined up as well with the adapter as well, and then go ahead and tighten the other two that are on the receiver. Alright, that's it, your adapter is now mounted to the marker. Now, what you're going to do is actually install your front rail system handguard. Okay, what here I have is actually a Troy handguard. This Troy comes with actually a screw-on barrel nut, like so. Alright, and we're just going to screw that on. Now to get this a little tighter without a tool, I find that actually it's easier just to use the handguard itself and just give it a little snug. Alright, now for this one here, we're just going to install this. There's a little notch here as well that lines up as like a hard stop for the top rail to line up all together with. Alright, so what we're going to do is push the rail in, the handguard in, and just give it a little twist. And right now it's actually locked in place. Now make sure it's all lined up there properly. Now we're going to lock down the handguard and tighten it up. Just give it a quick. There shouldn't be no wiggle, nothing. It should be on solid. Alright, so what we're going to do here is now take the iron sights, or the plastic sights, iron sights, off the original front handguard. Now the easiest way to get the screw out here, I find, is keep your finger on the nut and then push it as you're undoing it. That should pop it out. Just like that. There you go. Slide it on where you want it. There you go. Now we're going to screw on the rear. Now the rear comes with a 4mm hex head, a cap head, and nut. Alright? The original is a 5mm, but now we have to reduce it to a 4mm because of the low profile rail here. Now this comes with the rail system, the new one. So we're just going to slide that in, and it should just go in there with no problems. Now if you do find that there is problems, that you're having difficulties getting the screw in because it's interfering with the rail or something, I've seen some of them have a little bit of a bent iron sight, so what you'll have to do is actually lift up on the sides and push it up either this side or that side, and then you'll find that the screw will just slide right in. Oops. Screw on your barrel. And there you have it. It's all melted.